in right here, in that valley.
We need an emergency extract from the zoo.
And that's not an option!
I'm gonna go find them, dead or alive.
In 1968 in Vietnam, 6 elite American soldiers were executing a secret mission in the jungle. However, they were attacked by something terrifying. The squad leader requested an emergency evacuation to the base, but suddenly one of his companions was dragged away by something gigantic, a monstrous creature that devoured him. Days later, 2 investigators arrived at an American camp in a village. The camp leader reported that the villagers were dying unnaturally. After analysis, the scientists discovered that the residents had died from exposure to nuclear radiation. Inspecting a Russian military truck captured by the American forces, they found extremely high radiation levels. One of them called Colonel Jericho to inform him that the radiation was the work of the Russians. They also reported that they had found no trace of the missing elite team. Elsewhere, the American Special Forces team named Vulture, led by Sergeant Becker, was on a mission to rescue American soldiers kidnapped by the Viet Cong. 5 men were on the ground, while 2 others acted as snipers. They managed to neutralize the Vietnamese forces and blow up the huts. After neutralizing everyone, the sergeant saw that only 2 hostages remained alive and proceeded to evacuate them. After completing the mission, Becker urged his team to rest. Nevertheless, a pilot informed them that they had to report to Colonel Jericho. At the base, he ordered Becker and his team to prepare. He explained that the elite team sent days before to investigate a suspicious location had disappeared. Jericho wanted Becker and his men to investigate what had happened to them. Leon, one of Becker's men, asked what the elite were investigating, but Jericho replied that it was a secret and ordered them to prepare. Alone, Becker told Jericho that his team could not work without adequate information, but the colonel insisted that he lead the mission without questions. That night, Becker and his team flew to the location. Once there, they descended, and Becker, though frustrated by the lack of clarity, ordered his team to focus on finding the trail of the missing team. Soon after, the sergeant found strange and very large footprints. Eli, another of his men, reported finding unusually large hair. Another soldier handed Becker a bag belonging to the elite team. Inside, Becker found a map and a notebook. He asked Xavier to check the map. The latter reported, "The map has a location marked and labeled Research Station 4. It seems the elite team was ordered to investigate that place." Becker ordered them to head there. As they entered the jungle, they heard strange noises. Suddenly, a large figure pulled Becker's leg. Panicked, he shot the figure until he managed to break free. His men arrived and Becker assured them he was fine, though he was unsure what creature had attacked him, as he couldn't see it clearly. He urged the others to hurry to Station 4 before dawn. In another part of the jungle, several Russian soldiers patrolled with the help of a Vietnamese soldier named Chonan. They heard Becker's gunshots and, upon inspection, found still hot bullets, confirming they were from American weapons. They scattered to track the American team. While following the trail, a dinosaur suddenly attacked one of the Russian soldiers. Chonan and the rest of the team arrived and found a dead Russian soldier with his stomach torn apart. They believed the attack had been the work of American forces. In the cave, Becker and his men were surprised to find several corpses of the elite team they were looking for. Suddenly, they were attacked by a pack of dinosaurs. Chaos erupted. As they tried to shoot the creatures that kept coming, Becker and Leon were separated from the rest of the group. With dinosaurs pursuing them, Becker decided to climb a cliff. With great difficulty, both managed to reach safety. Meanwhile, the other soldiers also fled into the jungle, still pursued. Strangely, the dinosaur pack suddenly retreated. It turned out that a large T-Rex had appeared. The 5 soldiers hid behind bushes. Elsewhere, Becker and Leon were surprised to see a T-Rex sleeping right in front of them. Leon panicked, asking what they should do. T-Rex hatchlings saw them, waking the mother. The 2 men immediately fled. The next morning, Xavier urged the others to look for Becker and Leon. A frightened Eli refused, suggesting contacting the base and requesting evacuation. Xavier informed them that Leon had the radio, so there was no other choice. The 5 decided to continue toward Research Station 4, assuming their 2 companions would go there too if they were alive. Becker and Leon continued to evade the T-Rex. The sergeant remembered there was a river nearby on the map. He threw a bomb to distract the T-Rex and they ran toward the river. Since the river was below a cliff, they were forced to jump. The T-Rex jumped too. Becker managed to swim to the bank, carrying an unconscious Leon. Fortunately, the T-Rex swam in the other direction. A mysterious woman arrived and helped Becker and Leon. Leon finally woke up. The woman introduced herself as Sophia, a Russian scientist. She invited them to hide in her research lab to evade the T-Rex. Initially, Becker refused, wanting to look for his other men, but seeing the T-Rex nearby, he agreed to go with the woman. She took them to Research Station 4, the place Becker was looking for. It was deserted. Once inside, Becker asked why the place was so quiet. Sophia explained that General Borodin, a Russian military officer, had killed everyone, including her husband who also worked there. The scientist survived because she was absent during the massacre. Intrigued, Becker asked the reason for the killing. Sophia explained that the place was originally built to create a wormhole portal to move Russian troops easily, but they accidentally created a time portal to millions of years in the past. As a result, dinosaurs began to arrive. Borodin, wanting to keep this secret, killed all the personnel. Leon reported that he had managed to contact Jericho. Becker immediately told the colonel that he and his troops were being attacked by dinosaurs due to a failed experiment by the Russian High Command, Borodin. He also reported that the elite team was dead. He asked Jericho to send an evacuation team once he found the rest of his team. Jericho, incredulous, asked for more details, but Becker hung up. The sergeant asked Sophia for help finding his men, as she knew the area and the dinosaurs. As the three crossed the river, they saw a pack of dinosaurs. Sophia told them not to worry, as those creatures were harmless. Becker described the dinosaur that attacked his team in the cave, and the scientist identified the creature as a velociraptor. Elsewhere, the Vulture team, looking for Becker and Leon, walked through a meadow. Suddenly, someone shot at them, hitting Keys in the leg. The shots came from Chonin and the Russians who had been pursuing them. An intense shootout ensued. In the jungle, Becker, Leon, and Sophia heard the shots and sought the source of the sound. In the meadow, Eli fired a bomb toward the enemy. Suddenly, flying dinosaurs approached from above. The creatures attacked the Russian forces that kept shooting. Seeing this, Chonin fled into the jungle. Seeing that the dinosaurs were attacking the Russians, Xavier urged the others to flee too. The dinosaurs ate one of the Russian soldiers. The other two Russians fled into the jungle and met up with Chonin. In the jungle, the soldier Logan tended to Key's wound. Becker, Leon, and Sophia arrived. Everyone was happy that their companions were alive. Becker told them to go to Research Station 4 to await evacuation. They heard nearby noises. Sophia warned them that those were dinosaurs that attacked in groups. Becker ordered caution. When the dinosaurs started attacking, they fired, but the creatures kept coming relentlessly. Suddenly, some dinosaurs dragged the wounded Keys away. The others chased them. Keys tried to fight, but his leg injury prevented it. Strangely, the dinosaurs that were dragging him left. Keys thought he was safe. Suddenly, a large raptor attacked him from behind and tore his body apart with its sharp claws. With his last strength, Keys stabbed the raptor in the eye. Becker and the rest arrived and shot it, forcing it to flee. They helped Keys, who was severely wounded. Becker decided to carry him on a stretcher, promising to take him home. That night, Becker and the others arrived at Station 4. They tried to treat Keys' wounds. The sergeant asked his men to inject him with morphine to ease the pain. Sophia asked Becker for help stopping Borodin, who was developing weapons of mass destruction elsewhere. Initially, Becker refused, only wanting to take his men home safely. Sophia explained that if they didn't stop Borodin, no one in the world would be safe. She revealed that her husband was a nuclear scientist and she a paleontologist. Both were forced to work for Borodin, under threat of death if they refused. Sophia knew that Borodin had built a new research site nearby to develop a weapon of mass destruction. Outside, a pack of raptors approached. Becker and the others prepared for the attack. A raptor tried to enter through a window, and they shot it. Becker ordered everyone to scatter as the raptors tried to enter from all directions. The raptors tried to enter through doors, windows, and from above. Sophia told them to leave, as they were surrounded. She explained that there was a damaged boat at the dock that they could fix. They could escape through the ventilation shaft. Becker wanted to take Keys, but the latter knew he would be a burden and told them to leave him. Becker was forced to leave Keys alone. After everyone left, the raptors managed to break in. As the dinosaurs approached Keys, he detonated a bomb, blowing the place to pieces. The next morning, Becker and the others repaired the boat and sailed down the river. Becker told his team about his plan to help Sophia stop General Borodin. The team objected, believing that the Russian general was not their problem and that military high commands like Jericho should handle it. Becker insisted that Borodin was developing an extremely dangerous weapon that should not fall into anyone's hands. He planned to destroy it. Sophia explained that the weapon, developed in a collider, could not be destroyed with a direct bomb, as the explosion would annihilate the Earth. They first had to deactivate the collider and then destroy it. A Spinosaurus suddenly appeared, almost eating Sophia. Leon and Eli shot it until it left. Later, Becker gave alcohol to Sophia, who was still sore. The scientists said that the dinosaur packs must have dispersed throughout Cambodia and would soon attack human settlements. The group disembarked. As they walked through the jungle, they saw bodies of soldiers. A pack of raptors appeared and attacked them aggressively, overwhelming Becker and the others. Logan lured the raptors to chase him and died, attacked by the creatures. That night, Becker and the others arrived at Borodin's new camp. Before entering, Becker contacted Jericho to give him the evacuation point and inform him that he was going to destroy Borodin's new base. Jericho was furious, forbidding him to approach or destroy the camp. Becker, knowing that the American government wanted to steal the Russian technology, pretended not to listen and cut the radio connection. A furious Jericho gathered his men to go and stop the sergeant. Becker devised a strategy to destroy the camp. Miller, Eli, and Xavier would set bombs outside. Becker and Sophia would enter to deactivate the collider first. Inside the camp, Chonin and the 2 Russian soldiers who had previously attacked Becker arrived and met with Borodin. The latter allowed Chonin to leave, as his duty was complete. Chonin, however, was furious that Borodin had turned his birthplace into a dinosaur zoo. The 2 Russian soldiers with Chonin also opposed Borodin's actions and asked him to stop the madness. Borodin instead imprisoned them. While they were being led away, Becker and Sophia arrived and rescued them. Knowing that the 2 soldiers also opposed Borodin, Becker proposed that they collaborate to destroy the camp. Outside, Miller and Eli stealthily planted the bombs. Borodin received a report. A dead baby T-Rex was found in front of the gate. Suddenly, an adult T-Rex emerged from the jungle, enraged by the death of its offspring. The T-Rex wreaked havoc in the camp courtyard, destroying tanks. It was not just 1 but 2 adult T-Rexes attacking. Borodin, terrified, fled inside the base. Seeing him enter, Becker ordered the others to follow, forcing their way past the enraged T-Rexes. With great difficulty, they managed to get inside. Meanwhile, Miller was planting a bomb when a raptor attacked him. They fought amid the chaos of the T-Rex destroying the tanks. The wounded Miller pressed the detonator, causing a massive explosion in the camp parking lot. Inside, Becker and the others entered the collider room. After ordering the scientists there to flee, Sophia began to deactivate the machine and succeeded. Suddenly, the power went out. When the power returned, Borodin had fled. Leon reported that a large pack of raptors was approaching. After setting a bomb, Becker urged everyone to find an exit. Sophia guided them to an alternative way out. While everyone tried to escape, Borodin tried to reactivate the collider. A raptor approached and attacked him, devouring him. Sophia and the others fled the raptors. A particularly ferocious raptor attacked and devoured Eli. Seeing the raptors getting closer, Becker ordered the others to leave, saying he would distract them. Sophia and the others managed to get out and ran toward Jericho, who was near a helicopter. Jericho ordered the others to shoot the attacking raptors. Not only raptors but other predator dinosaurs were also attacking them. Inside the camp, Becker, surrounded, pressed the button that detonated the place, blowing it to pieces. Outside, Jericho and the others managed to take off in the helicopter just before the massive explosion occurred. In summary, when Jericho and his troops returned to the military base, they saw packs of dinosaurs crossing. The fight against the predators that were already on Earth had begun. And so ends the plot of the movie Primitive War. I hope you enjoyed it. The message we get from this movie is that if you are a military high command, don't create a time machine. It just causes trouble.